What's up, YouTube? The long night. So it's been a minute since I made a guide or anything or uploaded anything because things been busy for me. But here we go. This is the newest quest, event quest for I'm assuming Christmas slash New Year. So here we go. The long night. Use slashing weapons, weapons that deal shock damage, cast shock spells. So I'm gonna give you guys the best recommendations that I can give you. So here we go. This is the hardest. So for all levels, this will be your best loadout. So you want a shock sword, obviously. This is going to be their weakness. So shock on a sword or create a shock sword for the quest. So what I recommend is that everyone have a weapon of all elements of each weapon type: bashing, slashing, and cleaving. So that will help you out, and that's how you'll be able to do every single sigil quest utilizing all of their weaknesses. If you have a sword with shock, poison, frost, and fire, and the same thing for cleaving weapons and the same thing for bashing weapons. So therefore, all sigil quests will be covered just at that alone. Then you will want gauntlets with shock, fire, frost, and poison. So there we go again. These were not previous recommendations because as I continued through the game and progressed over the last month or two, I realized that my DPS was pretty much lower than normal. So 2 shock rings if you have them, and which I do not have, but I do have these 2 rings that will boost my shock spell, which definitely I will be building more shock rings as well as the gauntlets that will give me the highest DPS for shock. So increase shock damage by 10. And if I had that on my rings, I would as well as have increased shock damage by 10 on both rings, which would give me plus 30 shock damage. But this is what I have to work with. So guys, just giving you guys a heads up. If you do want to build like that, you can, but whatever you have is all, that'll be good enough. I mean, if you want to devastate your opponents or these quests, you can have all shock bonuses, and that will devastate, you'll obliterate the quest easily. But if not, you can use what you have. So 3 pieces of HP is what you'll need, and then you'll need to switch over mid-quest with 1 piece of shock on the armor, shock resist, and 1 piece of fire resist on the armor. So right now, let's start out with what we have, and this is my best build right now for shock and HP. So the first thing should be fighting are goblins, the goblin warriors, and you will need HP for them. And spell recommendations really quick. I recommend Thunderstorm or Delayed Lightning Bolt, not Lightning Bolt, because that requires a lot more click intensive. So as you can see, we can hit Thunderstorm and it'll hit on its own. And there we go, just hit Thunderstorm, it'll take care of it itself, And there we go. We can let the Thunderstorm kill him. As you can see, that's why Thunderstorm is very important. Now note, I have max inventory, and you can see I have dragon play boots on the floor that I can't pick up. Yeah, my bad on that. Yeah, that's an L on me, but I maxed my inventory because I opened a lot of chests. I was about to be maxed out, close to 100 chests. I got like 29 million gold right now, just a ton of stuff in my inventory. So here we go, 2 more goblin warriors. This is why I definitely recommend you guys having HP, because they do hit pretty high. They do hit you. Luckily, they're not. Well, I have extremely high resistance on this armor that I have. So, and here's the first secret right here. Yep. Also, guys, I did open and create a new guild. Our last guild leader did take a break from the game or whatever, so I decided to create a guild for all of you guys, and I definitely want you guys to join the guild, you know. And whenever our old guild leader does come, you know, we'll have a spot for her, and that'll be great, you know. But we have 13 slots open, and I would like these slots, at least 12 of them full, you know what I'm saying? So come join the guild, and that will make me really happy to have more dedicated players. The only requirement, okay, so as you can see, we're fighting a goblin mage, so you want to put on that fire resist as well as that shock resist piece. So I'm gonna put this on right here. So fire and shock, this is the reason why you need it. So any shock resist, it doesn't have to be boots or yeah, whatever, I can't even say that, to be honest with you, but it doesn't have to be these boots. Honestly, I usually started out with I actually sold them, but I had shock enchanted boots, you know, and you see any enchanted with fire helmet would be great, you know. So it doesn't have to be Flame Monarch's crown, but any fire resist and shock resist will help you with fighting these goblins, as well as using ward. Definitely helps with the DPS. So I was using earlier a lot more. You see my loadouts, I had resist elements, and ward is much better going throughout the game, just hitting ward, because it as well as can lower DPS when they're about to hit you. So ward would be definitely a good move. Yeah, and don't mind that popping up, is because anytime you walk over an item that you cannot pick up, it's going to come up. And here's the second secret. And of course, you want to make sure that you have that fire and shock resist on for this part. Or this goblin mage will destroy you. Goblin Spirit Master. Yeah, it will destroy you. So you'll get 10 golden chests going throughout all these quests. It's a great quest, and a ton of good items too, you know, great item drops, you know. So make sure you do these quests, and this is the way you get into that top 100. So the main purpose of doing these sigil quests is to advance you to get some crazy builds for PvP, and that'll get you where you need to be for the most part. So right now we're about to fight the boss, so you want to switch back to HP, because he's going to devastate you with his hits. So these orgs, they hit extremely high, so you want an HP armor. Switch back to all HP on your armor, and you will pretty much destroy him. Well, hit high. Now you want to switch back to fire if the goblin mage attacks you, so, or he's going to kill you. So let's switch back to fire as well as shock resist, and there you go. You don't die as well as hitting the board. And now we got one more, and we're going to switch back to HP if he does attack us, or we're going to hop. Yep. Now you want to switch back to HP, and the reason why your HP is lower than normal once you have those elemental resistances on, so you will die extremely quick. So this will make your HP a lot higher, and pretty much he's dead that quick. So there we go. Yeah, so that's it for the quest. Both secrets, everything. There we go. Great loot. And here we go. Let me show you the skills really quick. Ward is right there. Thunderstorm +9 because of my rings. And I did not use Ice Spike. All you need is Ward and Thunderstorm for this quest. Abilities is Herring Bash, Quick Strikes, Piercing Strikes. These, come in great handy. Herring Bash does not work on them, just Quick Strikes and Piercing Strikes, because Herring Bash is a bashing attack. So really Quick Strikes, Piercing Strikes, and anything else that utilizes your sword will come in handy. So it's all your preference, but that's what I'm using. Okay, and here we go. One last look. So Thunderstorm, shield, hide shield. So let me get into this. So I haven't been using hide shield that much, but now I am. So this is stamina regen. This is ultimately the best shield in the game for PvE, everything. I'm not going to say PvP, but PV everything. Overall, this is the best shield in the game because the stamina regen and just blasting them with your skills. Pretty much, if you notice, I don't use potions. I got stamina regen on my necklace most of the time. Not this time, but just having a shield. So there we go. So note, look at the stamina regen I had just with the shield alone. But for most of my builds, I'll show you guys really quick. I do utilize stamina regen on all of my loadouts. So just so you guys can see, stamina regen, and let's look at the stamina regen. So there we go. Stamina regen is very important to have on your necklace. It will help you out blowing out this game, no matter what type of, if you're a Brenton or whatever you are. If you're a heavy weapon user, obviously not going to need a shield. Having stamina regen on your necklace will be great. So anyway, guys, shock sword is going to be what you're going to want to use. If you don't have one, just go here, craft one. Doesn't matter what level you are, and enchant it with the best enchantment of shock, which you can enchant it at your enchanter no matter what level you are, as well as a high shield for low levels. As you can see, let's go right back in the smithy. You should start off the game with a high shield, which if you go to craft, and it's like the first thing you can do. So let's see, iron armor, that goes to dragon. So hide armor is the first armor, and you should be using a high shield from the beginning of the game all the way until level 45, where you can get and this is my serious recommendation. This is a new recommendation because I made a new account and I started with a high shield, and I blasted through this game like super extremely broken. And the only let me show you guys really quick. So and the only abilities that I went straight up with dodging strikes, quick strikes, and piercing strikes, and then venom strikes. So you will want quick strikes, piercing strikes, and then venom strikes. And that's the only skills you need going throughout the game all the way up to level 45 on abilities. Perks, you want to go through your perks with Armsman and Armsman, Scout, Combat Focus, Augmented Poison, and Elemental. Pretty much this is the best skill tree that you can go as a Brenton. So this is it, and pretty much thank you guys for watching. I definitely appreciate that. Sorry for my text messages that were that popped up, but thank you guys for watching, and make sure you enjoy yourselves. Have a great day, and make sure you subscribe. And my bad, guys, let me go into my guild right here. So come join us. My bad for flipping the screen on you. PvP guild. So this is the new guild that I just created. Come join the guild. Only requirement, no level requirements. Just put up trophies, as many as you can every single season. Remain active, and we are very active in the chat. So remain active in the chat. So that's it. And I have a recommendation too right there for anybody interested. I'm setting up all players for the best experience. You do not have to follow all my recommendations, but I do recommend it for the fastest power leveling in the game. So enjoy yourselves, everyone, and have a great day. Thank you.